When Guruji, does his blessing, he doesn't need to be physically in the proximity of that thing that he blesses. Because the consciousness that powers that blessing is connected to all things at once. That's how quantum entanglement works. Science is saying it's like, spooky action at a distance. They don't understand how affecting one particle over here can affect another particle that has no relationship to that particle. Well, it's not that it has no relationship. They just don't recognize or see the relationship that they have. They don't understand that it is pure awareness, pure consciousness that connects everything together. And so when we're talking about evolving in consciousness, consciousness will always put you in a situation or in a circumstance that forces you to address the parts of yourself that separate you from that pure truth. And oftentimes the things that separate us from that pure truth are things like frustrating experiences, people who have similar qualities to us, people who are on the same level of resonance, people who trigger things or experiences, have the same experience, different name, different face, but the same pattern, right? You see people who are victims of abuse, they perpetuate the abuse, right? Life continues in that way because that's your experience of life, which is now the defining pivotal point by which all of life is defined by. So if consciousness wants to move beyond that, it has to work through it to move beyond it. It has to go through the experience again and again and again until it can finally understand or work through it in a different way than it has before. In a way that brings that purity back into awareness, that purity back into being, until it brings that experience of purity into your reality. And when that happens, the power that you carry with you, because you've worked something out through your own consciousness, now transcends that experience. That's when you enter into higher levels of consciousness, where now suddenly you're a match to these experiences and these frequencies, and suddenly these things fall away. Same thing, you'll see people will fall away from your life. New people will come in, old people will go away. And it'll happen very naturally. When it's happening at the level of consciousness, there's no force required most of the time. Things happen with just an ease and a grace where it's almost like you're not doing anything at all.